Back to another video. This is actually going to be a three-part series. The first part is what to write to a coach if you are looking to be recruited. The second is what not to write to a coach if you are looking to be recruited. And the third is more of a personal preference, but this is what I look for and this is what our coaching staff looks for when we do watch highlight videos. So those are going to be the three parts. They'll all be releasing shortly, so if that's something that interests you, stick around for the first part, and this is what to write to a coach if you are looking to be recruited. The first part is if you are wanting to be recruited, okay? This right here is somewhat of a template that you can use if you are looking to be recruited by a college coach. And I highly encourage you to reach out now because of what's happening with the current situation with the coronavirus. Coaches are still recruiting. There are a lot of coaches that are actively looking for players, even with scholarships attached, which is rare at this point in the academic year. So with that said, how I'm going to do this is I'm going to go over each part that's highlighted in yellow, as you can see right here, and discuss the importance of each of those parts and why that's important for a coach when they read your email, okay? So one thing to point out, this is considered a cold email, meaning the coach has no idea who you are. So you found his email on an academic website of a school that you're interested in going into. You reached out to him, he has no idea who you are, he's never seen you play, never seen a highlight video, nothing. This is a cold email, all right? So the importance of a cold email starts with not really the subject line, but more of your knowledge of that school. So the subject line can be very simple. Your name, your position, your height, your weight, whatever. Just, when they see a defender, that's fine. When you go to college, you could always be groomed to play another position. So what's really important when you're looking at this email is the very first line, okay? So always start off with, hi coach, something. You can find this on the website, you can find their name, their email, their phone number, okay? Hi coach blank, whatever that is. I was extremely impressed with your team's blank. Okay, that first yellow box is really important because it shows the coach that you're not only interested in their school, but you also followed them. So this could be throughout last year, you know a school you want to go to, you research, maybe you caught one of their games, you read an article, but you know something more than the average player who's just sending a random email with no specification on it. So that's really important about highlighting something that school accomplished. So it could be a big win, it could be going to the playoffs, it could be going to the national tournament, it could be anything, but you know something specific about that school that interests you. The second part is obviously your name. Don't go by a nickname, don't go by what your friends call you, nothing like that. What is your full first and last name? Okay, and then your school grade. So this could actually apply if you're a junior college transfer. You can put a sophomore in junior college or a sophomore at college, freshman in college. So you could be, I am a freshman at something junior college, something community college. So it does not necessarily apply to high school kids, but if you are a high school kid, you can send this out even as a freshman. You can say, I'm a freshman at something high school. That's still fine, okay? So that's the first three: name, school grade, what institution you're at, high school, junior college, even a college, okay? Obviously, city, state that it's located in. The next part is really important, is your GPA, because your GPA determines a lot when it comes to the NCAA, the NAIA, even non-division schools. A lot of them have their own GPA requirements, and then you tack on an institution or an organization's requirements, it becomes really picky. So always state your GPA, regardless of what it is. Better to put it on the table because then we can work with you. Say you had a 2.4 and you need a 2.5. You can take a summer class. You could take an extra class during the semester. There's always ways to work with you, but if you don't say what your GPA is, then you run the risk of getting accepted but getting denied, getting accepted and getting kicked out, getting your scholarship, then getting your scholarship removed. A lot of consequences for not being open, okay? And then you can have an academic achievement if that is the case. This particular kid that emailed us was a valedictorian in his class, so that's a highlight. That means he cares about academics as well, not just sport. So the next paragraph, which is kind of the chunk of a brief overview of your experience, I play for blank ODP team. It doesn't have to be ODP. It could be I can play for blank academy team. I can play for a blank club team. And I wear the jersey number, whatever. That's important because when we watch your highlight video or when we come to your games, we know what number to look for and we don't have to constantly think, man, is that him or not, okay? And then you can say if you play with two teams, so you can play a high school team, play with a club team, I play with a academy of a pro team, whatever the number. Say what position you want to play in. This is not necessary, but as I mentioned earlier, when you get to college, you can be groomed to play any position. So when I went to college, I came into the team as a striker, but I ended up playing left back because I was the only person that could use their left foot, believe it or not. So you can be groomed to play any position. You can put your preferred position in there because then that will get us thinking of whether or not you're the right fit for that particular position, or can we see you playing another position. And then you definitely need to put a link to your highlight video. That is important. And if you don't have a highlight video, the third part of this series is about what to include in your highlight video and what we look for when we're watching a highlight video to kind of give you an idea. And again, not necessary, but if you have the confidence of your club coach and you like your club coach and you think he's going to give you a good reference, definitely put his name in there because we will reach out to him to see how you are as a person. How do you interact with your teammates? How do you interact with your players? How are you during practice? How are you when shit hits the fan? You know, that's something that we will do if we are seriously considering. The last one, which I think is something that a lot of kids overlook, is what you plan to major in and does that university offer it, okay? Taking the initiative to find out what you major in and what you want to major in and what that institution offers, I think is really important because it shows that you care about your academics and that you have a plan after college, okay? So find out what you like, see if the school has it, see how good the program is, include it in your message. The last one right here is I think something that a lot of kids just forget to include. They think the highlight video is enough. If you're fortunate enough to be in season, okay, and you have upcoming games or tournaments, include that in your message because what that's gonna do is that can send us out so we can watch you in person. That gives us an opportunity to really see you play, and that gives us an opportunity to see if you're the right fit. So it can be anything. So it could be a high school season, it could be spring training games, it could be club games, whatever it may be. If there's an opportunity, like this particular kid right here, they had a tournament coming up, which would have been in May, but because of coronavirus, not gonna happen. So we would have gone out there to watch him, but we can't. But giving us that opportunity is crucial because now we can see you in person, see how you actually play. Then we can interact with you after the game to make sure that you know that we are interested and we actually care about you and we're taking that extra effort. It is how to end the email. So it's your name, your graduating class of. So graduating class of 21, which is important because we need to know when you graduate. So then you're the following year. So if you graduate in 21, now you're gonna be playing in the 21-22 season, okay? Grade level, position, height, weight, school name, this is the most recent. So if it's your high school, if it's a junior college, or it's a college, don't put club. And then your phone number that we can reach you personally in. If you don't have a personal number, you can always put your parents, that's still fine. But that's how to end the email. With that said, it's a very short video, but this is a good template for you guys if you are reaching out to college coaches. Here's my biggest advice. If you are in high school, reach out to college coaches before your season starts. The college season almost always starts in August, preseason. September is typically when they start having their games. High school season starts in November, right? Always reach out to that coach in season because then that gives them an opportunity to come watch you when high school season starts, okay? If you are a senior in high school and you're waiting until your season ends, it's too late unless you make playoffs. Don't wait. if you're senior, junior, sophomore, even a freshman, there's nothing wrong with shooting college coaches an email with whatever highlights you have right now, expressing your interest in playing for them, okay? Nothing wrong with that, because what that will do is that will get you on our radar. So now we're keeping track of you. If you're a freshman, we're keeping track of you for the next 3-4 years. And then when you get to that senior level, now we can determine, hey, you're a right fit for us. Man, you really grew technically, academically, you're really good, and we want you to come play for us. Or we'll know by then, maybe it's not gonna work out. But what it does is it builds connections. So if you don't necessarily get into the school you want, maybe that coach knows another school. And we've done that. We've sent some guys who tried out for us to junior colleges where they became starters because maybe they weren't at the level yet. So that's my advice for you guys. Hopefully this template right here can help you if you are reaching out to coaches. You can still do it now. There's a lot of colleges across the US that are interested. There's a lot of recruiting sources out there that will help you. And with all of that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And as every other YouTuber says, don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss part 2 of the college recruiting process. Have a great day.